Have you ever stood up too fast and felt the room start to spin, or you felt lightheaded or a little dizzy? You know, you have that moment where you go hoo-ah and you gotta grab a counter to make sure you don't fall over. Most people just brush it off like, I just got up too quick. But here's what I want you to understand. That dizzy spell that you had when you stood up, it has a name, it has a cause, and sometimes it's your body's way of producing a small flag warning you that something deserves attention. I'm Dr. Rob Murray. I'm a corrective care chiropractor in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain exactly what's happening in your body when this occurs and the simple things that you can do today to start helping. Stick with me to the end because the last warning sign that I'm going to go over is the one that most people often ignore. And it's the one you least want to miss. Let's do this. Welcome back. Let's first name it. The dizziness that you experience when you go from sitting to standing and you get lightheaded is called orthostatic hypotension. It's a fancy term for a simple concept that when you change position, your blood pressure can drop. Here's the picture. When you're sitting or lying down, your blood is evenly flowing throughout your body. The moment you go to stand, gravity pulls a large amount of blood down into your abdomen and your legs. We're talking about a cup or two of blood instantly going down south. Normally, your body can handle this brilliantly. The sensors in your blood vessels will detect the sudden drop in blood pressure, and your nervous system will tell your blood vessels to tighten and tell your heart to beat a little faster and a little harder to bring your blood pressure back up to a normal level. Your blood pressure rebounds, your brain gets the blood supply that it needs, and nothing changes, you feel good. But sometimes your body's response is just a half second too slow, and your brain's not getting enough blood flow, and instantly your brain will create these warning signs of lightheadedness, unsteadiness, a swimming feeling, you might get spotty vision, and feel dizzy. Does that sound familiar to you? If so, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you notice when you get up too quickly. So why does this happen? Let's start with the usual everyday common reasons, the ones that aren't a cause for alarm. Number one is dehydration. This is the big one, the most commonly overlooked reason. Less fluid in your system means less blood volume and a bigger drop when you go from sit to stand. A lot of people who think they have a dizziness problem actually just have a water problem, especially in the summertime when we are more easily dehydrated. The number two reason we see this happen a lot is because people just stand up too quickly. Sometimes it's really just speed. You rock it up out of a couch or a chair and your nervous system doesn't get that half second to calibrate. The number three reason is from a big meal or alcohol. After eating a large meal, blood diverts to your digestive system and alcohol can relax your blood vessels. Combine these together and both can exacerbate your blood pressure drop. Number four is heat. A hot day, a hot shower, a sauna, all of these cause vasodilation, which can widen your blood vessels and cause that blood pressure drop. You know, I'm curious. Tell me, drop a comment. Does your blood pressure drop happen more in the morning or in the evening? That timing actually means something, and I do read the comments. So please leave a comment about whether you notice more dizziness or lightheadedness in the morning versus the evening. I want to see the split. Now let's talk more about when these causes deserve some more attention. Medications are a common culprit, particularly blood pressure medications, heart medications, water pills, and some antidepressants. If your dizziness or lightheadedness started after a new prescription or a change in your medication, then it's time to have a conversation with your doctor who prescribed it. Never stop a medication on your own, but absolutely flag it and figure out if it's harming you. Another cause to look into is blood sugar issues. Blood sugar can play a big role with your dizziness and lightheadedness, especially if you're managing diabetes. And here's one that hits close to home for a lot of my viewers who are over the age of 50. As we age, our body's response often tends to slow down. The sensors get less sensitive, your blood vessels are not as springy. That's part of why orthostatic hypotension becomes more prevalent for people over the age of 50. This is why it matters, because dizziness in an older adult isn't just uncomfortable, it can be a trigger that can lead to falls, and a bad fall can change everything. Which brings me to the part that I promised you at the start. These are the warning signs that mean that you should not wait and you should get checked properly. Number one, you actually faint or black out temporarily. A brief wobble is one thing, but losing consciousness is a whole different level. Number two, your dizziness is accompanied with chest pain, heart palpitations, shortness of breath. That points to your heart, and it should never be filed under, I just stood up too fast. Number three, your dizziness is combined with slurred speech, numbness on one side of the body, confusion, or vision loss. Those are all neurological red flags, and that's a call for help situation, not a let's wait and see situation. Number 4, your dizziness is getting worse. If it's continually happening over a period of weeks and it's becoming more frequent, that is an issue. And number 5 is the one that people ignore the most. This is the one that I promised you. You start to get dizziness, lightheaded, you're starting to fall, stumble, lose your balance, you're holding on to furniture for stability, and you quietly reason it as, I'm just getting older. I'm here to tell you that it's not just aging. Reoccurring dizziness has a cause, and it can be identified, and in many cases, it can be helped. In my 25 years of clinical experience, I have noticed that the people who most often get hurt from this are the ones who normalize it and stay silent. Please don't stay silent when it comes to your health, especially if you are experiencing any of those 5 major warning signs that I just mentioned. So here's where the rubber hits the road. What can we actually do to help ourselves? First, rise in stages. When you get up out of bed or off of a couch, first sit on the edge of the bed or the couch and do a count of 10 slowly. Give your nervous system a chance to get a head start. This will reduce your chance of orthostatic hypotension. Number 2, hydrate. And gentlemen, I don't mean beer and coffee all day. Make sure you are drinking enough water. Aim for 8 to 10 glasses spread evenly throughout the day. If you are enjoying some coffee, blend in some water in between. Number 3, get pumped before you stand. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, flex your calf muscles, squeeze your thigh muscles. This will pump blood towards your heart, so when you stand up, you don't have as big of a drop in your blood pressure. Stay cool and hydrated. On really hot days, only be outside for short periods of times. Stay covered, find shade, and make sure you get back into a cool environment as quickly as possible. Number 5 is watch those big meals. Try to eat less at your meals. It's easier on your digestive system, your circulatory system, and your nervous system to have more frequent, smaller meals during the day rather than 2 or 3 really big meals. These 5 good habits can stack up and tilt your dizziness correction in your favor. And if you're in the fall risk zone, balance and core strength work can really work in your favor. Because when your legs and core are strong and your balance is sharp, a moment of lightheadedness or dizziness is far less likely to put you on the floor. Now, if you're right here in the Newmarket area or York Region area, and you or someone you care about is dealing with dizziness, unsteadiness, lightheadedness, I would genuinely like to help out. At Murray Family Chiropractic, we help people every day with their balance, stability, and being able to stay on their feet. Reach out through murraychiropractic.com or give our clinic a call. All of our details are in the description below. I'd be happy to point you in the right direction, even if it's just pointing you towards the right type of help. So to wrap this all up and put a bow on it, dizziness often can be small issues that can be corrected naturally. But sometimes it's caused by more serious conditions that we mentioned earlier, like medications, neurological issues, and heart issues. And those situations merit investigation. And watch out for that habit that we tend to have, that if we have a minor stumble or a little fall, that we just tend to blame it on aging. The goal here isn't to worry, it's to pay attention. Watch your warning signs and classify them. Is this a basic common warning sign that I can self-treat and monitor? Or is this a more dangerous, concerning warning sign that should be investigated right away? Because paying attention keeps us upright and healthy for the long term. If this has helped, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, because I don't want you to miss what's coming up next. Every week I release a new video on balance, dizziness, neck pain, healthy aging, and it's always in plain language, and it's coming from 25 years of clinical experience. And don't forget, tell me, is your dizziness coming in the morning or the evening? I'll see you in there. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.